I took half of my daughter's belongings out of their bedroom the last couple days, and while I received a lot of positivity about it, I also received a lot of questions and concerns. So I kind of wrote down some of the major questions and concerns I saw, and I figured we'd chat about them. Okay, first up, I had a lot of concerns about losing my daughter's trust. How would I like it if someone came and got rid of a bunch of my things in my house? This was not a secret. They knew that I was going to be cleaning their rooms and getting rid of some of the junk out of them. This isn't the first time I've done this. They're always super excited when I declutter their bedrooms, and it's like feels like a fresh start for them. They have not complained about it at all, and they always know that I'm not actually getting rid of everything, so they can get things back if they realize something is missing that they really wanted. And I also know my kids very well. I know what is played with and what is actually used in their bedrooms. So on the flip side, so many people were like, just throw it out. So all of the laundry baskets of stuff I took out of their rooms, I actually like later that night went through again, and I probably threw out half of it because honestly the majority of the things I took out of their bedrooms was literal junk, like party favors and stuff they've gotten in grab bags here, there, and they craft. My girls craft all the time. Like they make things, and then those things that they make clutter up their rooms. Sometimes they will play with them for like a little bit, but sometimes the stuff just needs to go. And the other half of the things, like some of the things were just like relocated, like books I had brought back down to the schoolroom. Otherwise, I kind of just like put things in a tote. So as long as they don't ask for anything out of that in the next like couple months, we'll probably just toss it. And a lot of people said, why don't you just make them daycare toys? Now, the majority of my daycare toys probably were my kids' toys at one point, or a lot of them anyway. But now that my kids are older, the things that I took out of their room aren't like necessarily appropriate for like toddlers and preschoolers like I have at my daycare. So that's not really something I could do with these toys. I've also tried from a really, really young age to keep my kids' toys and my daycare kids' toys separate so that my kids didn't feel like their whole home was being invaded, I guess. My mom did daycare when I was a kid too, and she kept our toys separate from daycare toys, and I appreciated so much that she did that. So that's why you see all of my kids' belongings being kept in their bedrooms and not my playroom. A lot of people also said stop buying things. I do buy things here and there for my kids, and their interests change over the years. Like they don't have the same interests and play with the same things they did 2 or 3 years ago. A lot of people also wanted to know how they reacted. They were pumped. Like on Monday when I cleaned out my 8-year-old's bedroom, she spent like a couple hours in her room that evening playing zoo. And honestly, because she has less things in her room, it took her like 5 minutes to clean up, and it looked just like how I left it. Like that was the goal here. And then yesterday, after I cleaned my 11-year-old daughter's bedroom, her and